Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to this video about how you can structure your day for maximum productivity as an entrepreneur. In this video, you'll get to know what most entrepreneurs are doing wrong and how you can fix it to be more productive in your day. First, a little bit about me. I'm Stefan, I'm the owner of the Biohacking Performance Program, where we help entrepreneurs optimize their health and performance so they can scale their business to 6 and 7 figures. So first, I'm going to talk about how most entrepreneurs structure their day and why that's wrong. So let's go over to this beautiful Miro board and I'll show you how most entrepreneurs structure their day. So what I see most entrepreneurs doing is that they don't really have clear goals for the day. They just do something and they also just do whenever they feel like doing things. So if we go to a typical day from an entrepreneur, what I see most people do is that they have, so this is your day. It's a beautiful round, I know. And they wake up at a different time every day. So one day they wake up at 6, the other day at 7, then at 8, but it's different every day. And that's the first thing where most entrepreneurs are going wrong. Because your biological clock is one of the most important things that will help you in sleeping better, have more energy, be more productive. So you really want to focus on being in alignment with your chronotype. Your chronotype is basically your biological clock. So find out what it is, and then what you can do is go at a consistent time, go to bed and wake up at a consistent time. But what I see most entrepreneurs do is that they wake up at different times. So that already ruins your structure in your day, because you can't really say, okay, from 8 to 12 I'm going to do deep work, because one day you wake up at 8, the other day you wake up at 9, the other day you wake up at 7. So the first thing to really fix is your biological clock, so wake up at the same time every day. Then what I see them do is that they either go immediately into work or they have some sort of morning routine, they eat breakfast. But what I then see them do is, for example, from let's say 9 to 10, they do some deep focus work, so they work on, for example, a funnel or something like that. And then from 10 till 11, they have a team meeting. Then from 11 till 12, they do another bit of focus work. And then from 12 to 1, they eat lunch, for example. Then from 1 till 2, they have a workout. Then they have another meeting. Then they do another block of focus work. Well, you can get the idea. The point I'm trying to make here is that there's not a real clear structure in their day. So they have some focus work, then they have a meeting, then they go to the gym, then they go for groceries. But it's not like there's a clear structure and hey, this is the time that I'm going to do my deep focus work and this is the time that I'm going to have my meetings. So what ends up happening is that the day runs you, and that by, let's say, 3 p.m. you haven't finished your most valuable task and you still have a lot of deep focus work to do. But you should know that for most people, the morning is the best time to do your focus work, to work on your most valuable tasks that really drive your business forwards. So we now know why not having a clear structure in your day will ruin your productivity. Because when you don't do your most deep and focused work in the morning, you will have to do it in the afternoon, your focus will be less and you will be way less productive. So what I see most entrepreneurs do is that they, for example, have meetings in the morning or stuff like that. You don't want to do any of that. And why you need to have a clear structure in your day is because first one, in the morning you're most focused, but find it out for yourself. It could be that you're most focused in the afternoon, but most people and most entrepreneurs I've worked with, they're most productive in the morning. Then another thing you have to keep in mind is that it takes around 25 minutes for you to get into a focused mode. So if you, for example, do some focus work for half an hour or an hour, then you have a meeting and then you do something else, then you'll never get into that full focus, and that's what will make sure that you will be twice as productive than you are now. Then another thing that has to do with the previous thing is that there's a thing called attention residue. Attention residue is basically that if you switch from one task to another, some part of your brain will still be left at that other task. And there's nothing you can do about it, it always stays that way. But if you constantly switch, and especially in the morning, so for example, you do the deep focus work, then you have a meeting, then you do some shadow work, so you have to do some administration. If you constantly keep switching, then you leave some part of your brain capacity behind at the previous task. So what you want to do is work on one task, 1 to 3 tasks in the morning that really drive your business forward, and don't switch. Just focus on that one thing, and until it's finished, don't think about anything else. If you become distracted, write it down so you can think about it later. But focus on that one task. That will make sure that you'll be twice as productive as you are now. Then another thing that really helps if you structure your day clearly, so we're going to talk about how you can structure your day, when you have to do what, is that it takes away brain capacity. So there's a reason why big entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, like Elon Musk, that they wear the same thing to work every day. You only have a limited amount of decisions you can make in a day, and if you ruin those decisions by thinking about, okay, when am I going to the gym? What do I have to eat? When do I have to do this? Then that takes away brain capacity that you can use to drive your business forward. So that's why it's really important to have that clear structure in your day. Then another thing I always say is that during your week, when you really want to be focused, and then the last thing is that if you want to scale your business, then you need time to do deep focus work, to work on your business. So to work on systems, to work on processes, just work on all the stuff that will really drive your business forward instead of just working in your business, doing tasks that don't require you to have a lot of cognitive capacity, but that just are like doing the motions. And you really want to be working on your business if you want to drive the business forward. So now that we've seen how not to structure your day, why it's important to structure your day, we're going to look at an ideal day. So let's pick up this Miro board again and see. So I'm going here. So I'm going to show you my personal schedule, and you can adjust things for your own liking, but think about the general principles that I'm using and implement that in your own daily routine. So if I look at my own daily routine, then let's make another beautiful round. We can see here, I wake up every day at 7. So I make sure, well, I'm going to talk about it later, but that I go to sleep at an adequate time, that I wind down. But I wake up at 7, then from 7 till 8, I have my morning routine. So that's really what sets me up for success. So I meditate, I take a cold shower. All these things set me up for success later in the day. Then every day from 8 till 12, I do my deep work. So in this time, I don't have any meetings. I don't go for grocery shopping. I don't do any maintenance tasks. I do my 1 to 3 most valuable tasks that really drive my business forward. I do that from 8 to 12. Then from 12 to 1, I have lunch and I take a walk. So I take a break. Then from 1 till 5, I do my shallow work. And with shallow work, I mean, this is where I have my meetings. This is where I have, if I have to do administration, minor tasks, I do that in the afternoon, because naturally speaking, you'll be less focused in the afternoon. You'll have less energy. You want to have a sustained energy throughout the day, but naturally you have a bit less energy. So this is when you want to do tasks that don't require a lot of you cognitively speaking. So that's what I do from 1 to 5. And in between, from 8 to 12 and from 1 to 5, I have a lot of breaks. So short breaks. I don't go on my phone, I just go for a walk, and that resets my brain. Because if you go from 8 to 12 and you work fully from 8 to 12, then you'll never be as productive if you take 1 or 2 breaks. Your brain needs to have a rest in between, and in that way it can really load itself up to focus better afterwards. So take breaks in between, but from 1 to 5 I do my shadow work. And from 5 to 6 I have a workout, so that's when I do my workouts. So for example, I go to the gym, I go for a run, this is when I do that. Then from 6 till 7 I have my dinner, so I have my dinner, plain and simple. From 7 to 8 I do the final touches of the day. So for example, I review my day, what went well, what could have been better, plan the next day, maybe do some personal development in here, like read a book or watch some. So I watch some videos of, for example, other entrepreneurs that share their tips and tricks, or other CEOs that share how they work. And then from 8 till 10, so what I do is that from 8 till 10, I make sure that I'm winding down, that I'm ready for sleep. And then from 10 till 7, I'm in bed and I'm sleeping. So that is how my day looks like. And if you really want to structure your day for maximum productivity, then think about these things. Think about when you want to have your focused work. So it's probably going to be in the morning, but think about when you're most focused, and then schedule your deep work. And schedule it like that there's no meetings, that there's nothing in between. Also, if you're working with a team, say to them, hey, you can't contact me in this time. If you really want to contact me, you can call my phone, but only for emergencies, because this is the time where you can really work on your business and move the business forward. Then also have set times for eating. So for example, I eat every day from I have lunch from 12 to 1, I eat from 6 to 7, and this is making sure that my biological clock is working optimally, and it's also making sure I don't have to think about when to eat. Then also have a set time for your meetings, for your shadow work. So for me that's the afternoon, and have a set time that you're going to work out. Because if you have those things in place, it will take less brain capacity to do it. If you go work out at 5 every day, it will be way easier to actually do it, and it takes less brain capacity. So that's in short how you can structure your day for maximum productivity. This was the video about how you can structure your day for maximum productivity as an entrepreneur. If you've liked the video, please send me a message on Instagram and I'll respond to you personally. And if you want to really up your performance as an entrepreneur, then schedule a call with me down below and we'll see how we can help you optimize your health and performance to really scale your business to the next level.